Hello friends, myself Ruchi Patel working as an assistant professor at LJ College of Physiotherapy. Today I am going to take a new topic that is massage. So before starting in the detail about the massage, we all should know about the basic definition of massage. So massage is the scientific manipulation of the soft tissues of the body with the palmar aspects of the hand or and fingers. So this means with the help of palm or with the help of fingers or with the help of any one finger, we can use this manipulation therapy. So now we'll go in the proper detailed definition. So any technique, whether it is manual or mechanical, which imparts mechanical energy to the soft tissues of the body without producing any change in the position of the joint and in order to elicit physiological and psychological effect which can be utilized for therapeutic, restorative and preventive purpose either on a sick or a healthy individual. It is defined as massage. So this definition you all have to by heart. Okay, so if in the exams the definition has asked like what is massage, then you have to write this definition. Okay, so now we'll proceed for the basic classification of the massage. It is very important question for the exam point of view. Many times this question asked along with the definition and along with the indications or contraindications of the massage. So let's start with the detailed knowledge or with the detailed classification of the massage. So here in this chart, you all can see the massage is mainly classified based on the characteristics of the techniques, that is stroking, pressure, percussion and vibration. Whereas according to the depth of the tissue approach, it is divided into light massage and deep massage. Then according to the area where we apply this technique, that is general and local, and according to the technique that is divided into the manual and mechanical. So the massage characters of techniques, so that we'll see in the detail, and this all the techniques we use to provide the massage. So first, that is the stroking, and it again divides into superficial and deep. Whereas pressure, it is divided into kneading, patrissage and friction. Whereas percussion, it has a many techniques, that is clapping, hacking, tapping, beating, pounding, tenting, contact heel percussion. And last, vibration, that is vibration and shaking techniques. So classification of massage techniques on the basis of characteristics of techniques that we have already seen: superficial and deep stroking, pressure techniques, percussion techniques and vibration techniques. So let's start with the definition of each technique. So as we all know, the superficial stroking name itself suggests the rhythmic linear movements of the hand or any part of the therapist hand which applies the pressure or which are comes in the contact with the patient or the model's skin surface, and this technique it is given from proximal to the distal or from distal to the proximal, and of course without changing any normal joint position or any bone structures. Okay, so the effleurage is the linear movement of the hand over the external surface of the body in the direction of venous and lymphatic drainage with moderate pressure. So in the superficial stroking will not apply the pressure, just simply light touch will give. Whereas in the case of effleurage, will apply a little pressure. But the major difference is effleurage always we give in the lymphatic drainage direction. So mainly we give from distal to the proximal direction. Okay. Whereas superficial stroking, we can give in any direction. So here, the person or the therapist is applying superficial stroking. Here, only the fingers are coming in the contact with the body surface. Okay. Here, the effleurage for the lower limb and for the upper limb is shown. Now, pressure technique, as we all know, in this, compared to the stroking, we'll apply the pressure, and again it divides into kneading, patrissage, and friction. So, kneading in this technique, we apply a firm pressure in a circular manner, and of course, the most important part, the pressure which we applied, or this technique which we applied, that is parallel to the long axis of the bone. Okay, so applied pressure increased or decreased in a gradual manner, but the contact of the therapist's hand with the patient's body surface is never interrupted. So it should be a continuous contact of the therapist hand with the patient's skin surface. So we don't have to lift our hand in between the treatment. So again, this kneading is divided into digital kneading. So name itself suggests we use the fingers or thumb. Palmar kneading will apply the pressure with the palm. Reinforced kneading will use both the hands, and the one hand which is just in the contact with the patient's skin surface, that will provide the pressure or the pressure to the patient's skin surface, while the another hand is helped to reinforced. Okay, so here the different kneading techniques are used. Here the palm kneading is given. Here the flat fingers are giving the kneading technique. Again here the palm area is giving the kneading. Here the fingertip or finger pad is using to give the kneading technique. So that depends on the area in which you want to apply kneading technique. You'll use your body part. If it is smaller area, you'll use fingers and thumb. If it is larger area, you'll use palm. Okay. So based on the area, we'll select the our body part to give kneading pressure. So here you can see the fingertip are using to give the kneading technique. Okay. Here the thumb pad are using to give the pressure. Here thumb tip are using to provide the kneading pressure. Okay, so this is the reinforced type of kneading. Here the both the hands of the therapist are used. The hand which is directly in the contact with the patient's skin surface is provide the pressure, while the another hand of the therapist is reinforcing the other hand. Okay, so now we'll proceed for the patrissage technique. Of course, compared to the kneading technique, we'll apply more pressure, and here the direction of the uh, pressure will be perpendicular to the long axis of the bone. Okay, we have picking up technique. In that we use V grip or C-shaped grip, depends on the area. Ringing, here the both the hands will used, will lift the structure, will squeeze it, and then will release the pressure. Okay, then next is the rolling technique. We have muscle rolling and skin rolling. So here the therapist, both the thumbs will be in the one direction, fingers are in the another direction. The therapist will try to move thumb towards the finger. Okay, and depending on the area we'll use the other hand, whether it is one hand is required or both the hands are required. Then next, friction, we use the circular friction and transfer friction. Name itself suggests in the circular friction the direction of the movement is circular, whereas in the case of transverse friction, to and fro movements is performed across the length of the structure. So here in this technique, the tissues are subjected to small range of to and fro movement performed with the constant deep pressure. Here the pressure will be more and it is more painful to the patient. So before giving to this friction to the patient, we'll just inform to the patient that during this friction technique, the chances will be more to get pain, but after a few seconds, that will get subside. And name itself suggests this is a friction technique, so here will not apply any lubricants. Okay. Next is the percussion, and it is also called as tapotement techniques. Many times in the exams, they ask tapotement techniques for the 5 marks. Okay, so in this technique, what we have to do, we have to apply the pressure, or we have to apply the pressure with the help of cup hand. Okay, so striking of the hand are not in constant contact with the skin, and the strike of the body part at regular interval. So I'll show you how to do this. We have clapping, cupped hand we'll use, hacking, ulnar border of the hand we'll use, beating, we'll use the clenched fist, then tapping, pulp of the fingers we'll use, pounding, we'll use the medial aspect of the clenched fist. So here, this is the hacking technique, clapping technique, and here, of course, these all techniques will give in an intermittent way, will not give continuously. Okay, rhythmic way will give, and one by one will change our hand. Okay, so this is again hacking technique. So this is the beating technique. It is almost like the clapping technique, but here the clenching fist will use, whereas this is the pounding, almost like the hacking, but here we'll use the clenching finger, same like beating. This is the tenting we'll use for the pediatric patients. And the last is the vibratory manipulation. To remove the secretions from the larger airways, we use this vibratory manipulation. We have vibration and uh, vibration we have technique, and the another technique which we use, that is the shaking. So it is the fine vibration type of movement which produce the fine movements on the chest area, and it helps, or it we have to give the pressure towards the central airways so that we can move that secretion from the larger area to the smaller area. The shaking techniques, that is also produce the vibration type of sensations, and it is also the fine movements. So for the lateral area, we use this shaking techniques, that is also called as a shaking techniques. Whereas for the central area, we use this vibration techniques. We just have to take precautions while we giving this technique in the female, just to give precaution to the breast area, and will not give directly for the female on the chest. We'll use the towel or to give the support, and then we'll apply this technique. Okay, for the clapping technique, then beating technique, for all the techniques for the chest area we'll use some precautions, and we'll give some precautions, and then we'll apply on the basis of the depth of tissue. So that is light massage and deep massage. Light massage, as we know, the pressure will be less, so stroking, tapping are this type of technique. Whereas deep massage, of course, we know, needing friction, that is deep because we are applying more pressure on the basis of the region, that is general massage. So if we give for the whole lower limb, if we give for the whole back, and that is general massage. If we give for the particular area or for particular muscle, then that is called as local massage. On the basis of administration of the techniques, that is manual massage, name itself suggests the therapist will use his or her body part to provide the pressure, whereas mechanical massage, here the mechanical devices are used to provide this type of massage techniques. So therapeutic effects, mainly it helps to improve the mobilities of the soft tissue, it reduces the muscle spasm and pain, it reduces the edema, it increases the circulation. Of course, the vibration type of technique will help to mobilize the secretion of the lung. And of course, the massage will provide the general and local relaxation of the body. Now we'll see in a very brief contraindications. This is also very important question in the exams. They ask for the 5 marks. So general conditions, or in general contraindications, that is general body condition in which will not apply the this massage techniques, that is high fever and severe renal and cardiac disease, osteoporosis, deep extra therapy, severe spasticity, hairy skin, and patient's preference. Whereas local contraindications are skin disease, recent fracture, varicose vein, acute inflammation, myositis ossification, malignancy, and open wound, and poisonous foci. For this, all the details you all can refer in the book. This is a very brief lecture, so I am just giving the idea what are the local and general contraindications. And the physiological effects, that is it has a effects on the circulatory system, then blood, then on the muscle respiratory system, then soft tissues effect, nervous system effect, skin adipose tissue effect, then immune system and psychological effect. So this is what about the brief idea related to the massage for the first year. So again, I'm saying this all the details are given in the Margaret Holly's massage therapy book as well as the therapeutic massage by Sinha. So you all can refer in the detail in this book. Thank you.